So I want to get into the specific case that brought me onto the platform. It is my own personal divorce case, and the judge involved is Judge Kelly Ayers, and she was elected in 2020. She spent about $100,000 of her own money to get elected, which is legal in Florida. Florida allows judges to purchase the right to wield justice, and that combined with the facts in my case, the incredible bias and the unflinching willingness to help the attorneys avoid consequences for their misconduct. And it's obvious that her interest is not in finding the truth or following the law, and it's in protecting the attorneys. And I don't have discovery related to lawsuits against Judge Ayers or Scott Davis or anyone else right now. It's just my divorce still, although I will be pursuing various state and federal claims against the attorney and Judge Ayers. And a lot of people probably think I'm crazy for speaking about it, but I'm only going to tell one story, and that's the truth. So in the lawsuit, I'm going to tell the truth, and on this platform, I'm going to tell the truth. And that doesn't change. So I'm not at all concerned about putting the story out there, and any concerns that other people have spoken to me about, they're easily outweighed by the concern for getting the word out there and hoping that something changes where more families aren't torn apart and tortured for over a year in my case, with it still ongoing. So it's definitely worthwhile. What I'm going to connect to this post here is a letter that I sent to the chief judge in Hillsborough County back in February when I first started to see that there were serious corruption problems. I wanted to make him aware of it to see if I could get any action on the case that way. He's largely ignored it, saying that he doesn't really have any power. Eventually I did get Judge Ayers disqualified, but in this post I'm going to focus on the way in which she was elected, and you'll find documents attached to this February 12th letter that I sent to the chief judge that include her campaign finance information. I'm also going to include a link that explains that she ran under a different name than she had practiced law under. So lots of suspicious stuff, and I'm going to be asking for anyone that watches this to help me investigate this. If you know connections between Davis and Judge Ayers, tell me about it. Tune in for the next one.